Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Dash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honor to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching His truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power, Yahweh Bashem Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called Black Latinos, and Spanish, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? There'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like, for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person, so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. I got some videos lined up of some strange, weird stuff, but some of the strange stuff is explainable, you know. But anyway, I'm going to play the videos. I'm going to get into the scripture my best ability, say whatever I got to say through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Rashad, the Holy Spirit of Karak Padash, Lord willing be on me. Let's get it.
Last week, a Dutch political commenter warned that eugenics are going on in the Netherlands. Watch this shocking video, and then we're going to break down what he actually is referring to.
This is an emergency SOS call from the Netherlands. All hope is lost. Please save us. I'm calling on the international community to do something about the extreme disease that is in charge of the Netherlands. Just tonight, our parliament discussed a new law that will allow 2 men to donate DNA material to create a joint embryo out of 2 men, meaning a child.
And this ain't nothing new, cause hell, these heathens were doing it. Like, it ain't just Esau, but what's that nigga name? Ammon, them Japanese, and I think the Chinese, they doing the same shit with mice. They're taking, I don't know, making splicing 2 male mice to make 1 baby. Oh my goodness, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. And hey, yo, if they're trying to do this now, no, they're saying they're trying to do this now, they probably already been done it years ago. They probably did it 10 years ago, and it's successful. You got a fucking abomination of walking among us, or there might be more than just one. Could be a whole bunch of these motherfuckers. Shit, I don't know what the hell you call it, a baby like or something like that.
2 men. And
now they can say that now men can have babies. Men can have babies. Yay! I'm like, fuck. Man, get the fuck out of here. This place got to be destroyed.
Also allow a single person to mate with themselves to produce a...
Now this nigga, he's asexual now. He's a seahorse. He's asexual now. He's a freaking seahorse now.
Self-fertilized egg. And then create a child with only 1 biological parent.
Okay, so this man is Johannes Conrad. He is a political commentator. He's not a politician, but what's he talking about? Is he right? Well, what he's referring...
Yes, he's fucking right, bitch. What the fuck? No, hold on. Is he right? Because I don't know if he's against it. I wasn't really paying no attention because I was running my mouth too much, but whatever.
To is a proposed change to the Netherlands embryo laws. Right now, Dutch law prohibits creating human embryos unless...
Oh, so he wants that shit, I guess.
The goal is pregnancy. This change would allow scientists to just create an embryo specifically for research. But as we know, research is often a Trojan horse for medical programs that eventually do get rolled out. It's a major shift because once you allow an embryo to be created, this is the seed of creating a human, right? So you're allowing this to be created just for research, not for ever becoming a human. And then what happens to it? Now, as I was reading this, I thought, what would happen if Jeffrey Epstein got his hands on this technology?
Oh, man, Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, goodness. You gotta think worse than that.
Which he was trying to do. If you read his...
That's all you could think of is that nigga name. But there are worse than niggas than that nigga.
Emails, he was trying to...
And he's an Amalekite, so he is shit. But anyway...
To find an island that would be outside of government laws, that he could breed sex slaves and not have to go and, coerce them from other places. This was his dream. So when we're thinking this is going to be a possibility, you can create a human embryo without a man and a woman's seed, and then they are just used for...
And this is Esau's shoe. He want to make, I don't know what the fuck, clones and make them as slaves. Or, anyway.
Research, who would stop someone like Epstein from growing those into his harem or what have you, his sex slaves? So just keep that in mind. I'm not obviously, this is not a bridge too far. He wanted this. There were people in power advising him. Okay, so under current Dutch law, scientists can...
Yeah, they even had it in movies, goodness sakes. What that movie called with that chick? Charlize Theron's a sci-fi movie. It was Iron Flux or some shit. I think that was that movie. I don't know. I can't remember, but whatever.
Only use embryos that are left over from in vitro treatments for research. Now, I want to pause there for a second. Do women who use IVF know this, that when their eggs are taken, do they know that the ones that don't become a baby will be used for lab experiments? I'd love to know that if you've ever done IVF. Now, since only about 25% of those actually become babies, the rest is used for experimentation. But researchers are complaining that by the time they get them, they're a little too old to be used for scientific research. So they want the ability to start from scratch. Now, right now, the only way to do that is take a sperm and an egg from a man and a woman. But they want
put the egg inside the man?
To be able to skip that part too. This is where the viral claim comes in, because researchers are exploring turning
all this fucking money on doing shit like this. Get the fuck out of here, man. Just keep it old fashioned. See, they see Esau and these damn heathens. They trying to do the impossible. They trying to make the creation a mock. They trying to mock the Lord, but the Lord got them in mockery. The Lord is gonna laugh at them. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. You're not gonna win this war. Y'all a bunch of fucking niggers, losers. Every single one of you monkey ass heathens. But this is ridiculous. These niggas trying to stop man and woman. They trying everything possible to stop man and woman from bonding from one another, and doing the old-fashioned free way of reproduction. But they want to do it their way, which is through science, through beakers and test tubes and computer chips. Goodness fucking gracious, bruh. These niggers gotta be stopped. And they gonna be stopped. I hope I be part of that to stop these motherfuckers physically and beat the shit out of these motherfuckers. Damn, I hate these motherfuckers. It's just like food. You goddamn let the motherfucker grow out the ground. Stop trying to stop it from growing out the ground and growing in a fucking lab. Stop trying to make lab-grown meat and let the chicken and the cow eat grass and live like what they're supposed to be. But they always trying to stop what the Lord created things to be. They always trying to reprogram, redirect stuff that's supposed to be right in order, but they want to make it out of order.
Stem cells into eggs. It's called in vitro gametogenesis. It's called in vitro gametogenesis. That means you combine genetic material in new ways. Now, the Dutch law does not say that they are going to do this, but it is a way to open the door to that happening. And that's where the concern comes from, that if these technologies advance, the legal boundary around creating the embryos has been loosened, it becomes easier ethnically and legally to take the next step. That's why Dutch politicians have opposed this. Many are in favor. Some say, look, this law opens the door and we cannot fully predict what happens, what will come through. It treats human life as mere test material. It could result in designer babies and mini-me's. Of course, they're saying, look, we just want to research.
Yo, they've been doing this shit for years. If they splicing genes with animals and they making mermaids that look like a fucking ball with a face on it, come on, man. They goddamn. They been doing this shit for the longest.
Search this so we can.
Fuck, I hate this world and you goddamn heathens.
And help people get pregnant better. This is just for helping people and making babies.
See, this is what they come with. This is what they come with. They come with that bullshit. They come and never trust thy enemy. Shit. They come with that bullshit like, hey, we're gonna try to help human race. And really, it's about their shit. Esau, the Edomites, their population is decreasing. That's why they're coming out with this crap. And all these other heathens, their population decreasing. But when it comes to Jake, for you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and that bullshit over here in America, they talk about the black people, your population stays at 13%. Man, our population been staying at 13% for fucking, I don't know how many years, nigga. That's a goddamn lie. You niggas already been outnumbered. Shit. By I don't know how high. Heck yeah. So-called blacks, hell, you add in Israelites as a whole, you definitely got your asses. Hey, man, y'all niggas are gone. You niggas don't even really exist to us. But shit, we having babies left and right. And a lot of times because of judgment or either salvation, because that shit is coming. Not shit, but salvation and judgment is coming for a lot of these little babies. Shit. For you blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Indians, and speckled birds. Anyway, I'm talking too much. But Esau, his population decreasing. They gotta go making since the Edomite woman don't want to have nothing to do with the Edomite man. Shit, now the Edomite man gotta damn make babies, and this is in the Netherlands. Now they gotta make babies in a test tube now. And then so bad, it's a fucking insult. Now it's two men having babies. Two men having a baby. Or two male embryos. I don't know what the fuck. And not even a woman in existence. Cause this is what these niggas, this is like a gay test subject fucking, some homosexual, it's gay as fuck. It's homosexual type of shit in a laboratory. It's so fucking faggoty in the laboratory. Shit, with test tubes. Get the fuck out of here. Beakers. And stethoscopes and whatever the fuck that be in a laboratory.
Okay, but there was a time when, you know, a lot of the fertilization technologies we have now.
He doing some gay shit. There's some homosexual shit right here. And it's scientific gay shit. Oh, and I paused the video at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. All praise Yahbashim Abshah, the Wadi Yahbashim Abshah. Yeah, it's some scientific gay homo shit.
Now was just for research, and now it is rolled out widely. IVF, freezing eggs, freezing embryos. You know, we've seen science pump men full of hormones so that they can breastfeed. We discussed that's obviously not for the baby. The baby's getting a full-on meal of synthetic hormones.
Well, how the fuck the nigga giving he ain't got no damn hole coming out his nipple. He ain't got no hole. They must have to re-engineer a man. I don't know, man. That ain't no fucking man, nigga.
It's for the man. Right now, scientists are already working on things like growing embryos outside the body for longer periods, so it doesn't have
being a robot. It'd be a machine.
To grow inside of a woman. Like the Matrix.
Yes, like the Matrix. And she's like, goodness gracious. These motherfuckers are crazy.
You guys, this is real. Creating embryo-like structures from stem cells, what we just discussed, would in fact allow a man to create an embryo from his own stem cells without a woman, or allow a person to mate with themselves. That's true. We've seen early forms of artificial womb technology. But
it ain't like the old-fashioned way. Goodness gracious. This is absolutely an abomination. That's what the Lord's about to bring, that fire. About to bring some of that hot fire to your asses. Shit.
We've seen this being discussed, for instance, here to allow a man to carry a baby. Already womb transplants have happened from woman to woman. But now researchers are wondering if they can do woman to man womb transplant. Look at this article here. Scientists are worried about whether...
Butt babies. Butt babies. You're going to have a butt baby. Oh, just like Satan from South Park. Satan had a butt baby. Oh, yeah. And you know another thing? They actually have butt babies. It's a freaking... It's made out of silicone, and it's like you either got a butt baby that's 6 inches long, you got one that's a 12-inch long butt baby, and it simulates male pregnancy out of your booty hole. Well, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Or not, this should be subsidized. They're not saying, is this good for the baby? You see the article here, you know, is this good for all parties interested? All parties interested, meaning the person who grew the womb from their own body, the person who will receive it.
Enough is enough. Oh my goodness. Psalm chapter 144 verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children whose mouth speak of vanity, and they right hand's the right hand of falsehood. What a bunch of niggers. Goodness gracious. It all starts off, it all roots the number one nigger of them all. Esau, the so-called white man, but he ain't white, he's red, he's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigger. Amalek Epstein. Anyway, Psalm chapter 2 verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? This is absolutely pointless. The Lord is allowing this to happen to show you Israelites, that's showing you, hey, look at the world you ruled by. You was either being a cheerleader for the white man, or he still is a cheerleader to the so-called white man. Now look at this nigga. This nigga trying to make babies from two men. That's some scientific faggot shit. I mean, goddamn, that's an abomination. But guess what? These stupid niggas be like, well, that's great. That's outstanding. Great to the white man. Praise the white man. Oh, Jima. You stupid niggers. Anyway, and you Latino too. Y'all niggas stupid too. God damn. Now, some of you got good sense. Be like, yo, man, this is an abomination. Some of you be like, Jesus Christos. Yay. Shit. You dummies. Y'all niggas need a reset, man. Anyway, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder, saying, we just gonna do whatever we want to do. To hell with the Most High and his Son, and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in heavens shall laugh. So the Lord, it's comedy hour for him and Yahweh. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, it's comedy hour. They watching these heathen, they just gut busting laughing about these niggas. Man. The Lord Yahweh Bashim shall have them in the Virgin Mockery. I mean, you gonna use that fire shit and fuck all this shit up. Next video.
Country on that list would be Russia. You know, Russia remains a very historic and sophisticated space power. Yes, they have been hurt by economic sanctions, but they continue to invest in counter space weapons.
Now wait a minute, this nigga here, this shit says U.S. Space Command warns Russia planning space Pearl Harbor. I guess they gonna rain. Well, yeah, nuclear weapon in orbit. Well, yeah, that's coming from the Lord. The Lord's gonna, hey, have Russia. This is Bible prophecy, and Russia gonna have the most warheads raining down from somewhere high in space and raining down on America, and mag dump the shit out of America.
With the most concerning reports being that they are
and there ain't no stopping this shit, bitch.
Actually thinking.
Oh, he's in Space Force.
About placing on orbit a nuclear.
Knowing damn well what is Space Force supposed to be all about? Coming against Yahweh Shai and the angels, the Lord's host of the angels. Yeah, that's what the Space Force is all about. Coming against the Lord. Because they gonna go to war with the Lord. They gonna be, they gonna have weapons up there. They're gonna be, shit, hell yeah.
Weapon that would violate the Outer Space Treaty that they're a party to, and it would hold at risk everyone's satellites in low Earth orbit, and that would be an outcome that we just couldn't tolerate.
I mean, if the worst happened and there was a nuclear detonation in space, what would the impact be?
Yeah, depending on the size of that detonation and where it happened, we could expect that likely immediately within the first several hours to days, probably 1/3 of all satellites in low Earth orbit, and that's an altitude of about 100 miles up to probably about 1,200 miles. That's where the International Space Station is, so it would put at risk those astronauts. It's where the Chinese space station is, those taconauts. And then over the next several months, the remaining 2/3 of satellites in low Earth orbit would degrade and likely fail due to the increased radiation that would be there due to that nuclear weapon exploding on orbit. So all of low Earth orbit would be at risk, and that's over 10,000 satellites today with these new proliferated low Earth orbit constellations like Starlink.
And the impact on daily life on Earth?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Patrick. The average citizen around the world probably doesn't think about how space enables their life every day, but if they carry a smartphone in their pocket, they are leveraging space multiple times a day, whether that's the GPS signal just to get to where they're going or to summon the Uber.
Or either a microchip implant. Yeah, that's part of space too. Yeah, they got to have a satellite up in there to track where they're going and track their vitals and shit.
To their location or the autonomous vehicle that is driving them somewhere. But it's also the GPS signal that synchronizes global stock markets. It synchronizes global.
Yeah, how you buy the economy. Yeah.
Point of sale purchase locations where you can tap or swipe that credit card to make a purchase. It's the convenience of being now anywhere on the planet and being able to get broadband internet, whether that's 40,000 feet in the air over the Atlantic streaming Netflix because you have access to Starlink, or you're on an oil rig in an austere location, or you're somewhere in Africa and now you can get educational opportunities or commercial opportunities because of this high-speed broadband. And so we don't want to lose all of that and go back to a pre-space age style of living that...
well, you will be eventually when the Lord makes this shit happen and destroy this crap.
We've just advanced beyond at this point.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to go.
But it won't be for the Israelites, y'all gonna be on top and y'all gonna have more advanced technology than this bullshit. This is like fucking rocks and sticks. Yeah, this ain't nothing but when it comes to the Lord's technology, this shit here he gave to these heathens, it's like rocks and sticks. It's like caveman shit, like ooga ooga. I mean, that's all it is. It's just it's bullshit.
Back to the Stone Age, so to speak.
Yeah,
and all of this is possible with this new weapon. Very interesting. So,
well, I'm guessing what is it, EMP weapon or some shit? Yeah, maybe.
Add this to the EMP threat. Enjoy.
Yeah, there we go. I ain't never watched the video, so that's the spirit right there. I just mentioned EMP and then Dabu did next.
I mean, for the live streams going live.
But anyway, that's their weapon they talk about. But hey, when it comes to the Space Force, I want to read this. Because hey, I mean, they have they can use Space Force or space weapons to come down on the people. That's for sure. They can bring lasers or nuke your ass from high above, or they drop that rod of God on their ass. It's some kind of a long ass rod made out of tungsten, and then they can drop one and boom, and it's like pretty much, it's like the same damage as the one of, I think, the atomic bombs of Fukushima, Shakasaki in Japan, or whatever you pronounce them cities. I think it's the same damage depending on the size of the tungsten rod. But if they really got that, but they probably do. But anyway, shit. Yeah, they'll use that shit against you people. But mostly these folks gonna use space weapons against the Lord. Let me go and get to it. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, which that be Esau, and the dragon fought with his angels, but there was what them things called, well, jets. And then Esau got some weapons as or ships or planes or aerial vehicles that are more advanced than your typical jets they being used right now. Yeah, they kind of like it's a fucking low-tech version of a chariot, but it's garbage. But they have them anyway, and prevail not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Yeah, they getting their ass whooped. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white man, but he ain't white, he's red. He's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigger, Amalek, called the devil and Satan, physical counterpart Satan, not spiritual counterpart Satan, because he comes after the working of Satan, white man. Yeah, which deceiveth the whole world, who was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Ain't talking about no damn fallen angels. Talking about the angels. Talking about his not spaceship. What them damn things called? Jets and shit. His fighter jets. They getting cast down. They getting blown up. They getting destroyed. The Lord mopping the floor with these niggas. Yeah, ain't the Michael and the angels are whooping their asses. Shit. And the kingdom of our God. Oh shoot. But that's going over people's heads because they've been told lies for so damn long. They believe this shit. Anyway, and the kingdom of our God, Yahweh, and the power of his anointed, Yahweh Shah, for the accuser of our brethren, that be Esau, because he accused of all kind of shit, is cast down, which accuses them before our God, Yahweh, day and night, all the time, always working on mischief. But it's gonna be it for you, nigger. Fucking nigger. God damn. Let's get some more. Oh yeah, speaking about space, let's see what and chariots. Let's see what it's about.
I grew up in the projects Keisha Lance Bottoms abandoned. When the city needed her, she let Atlanta burn.
Oh yeah, because her master told her to. This shit is all orchestrated. All them cities was goddamn all allowed to, and they're gonna come again. It's gonna happen again.
But I have Billy Hollowell, who I asked to come back. He was with us. Was it the beginning of the week, Billy, or was it last week we were on? And we were talking about, it was last Friday. We were talking about your show, Investigating the Supernatural Miracles. And we didn't get a chance to get to aliens, and this whole thing about extraterrestrial. And the inside.
When it comes to when it comes to angels and demons, really, on the spiritual side, I just speak as a man, but when it comes, you got demons, that spiritual demons, they really just angels too, but they're just wicked angels. But when it comes to the real demons, you fucking heathens are demons. Shit. Especially Esau, you're the fucking demon. And the saints, the angels, hey, is us the elect of Israel. Now you got some of our people, the 2/3 are acting like damn demons, but they're actually angels, but they just fucked up.
When you were on, they all wanted me to ask you about this, and we just ran out of time, so I wanted to have you back, because there is this debate, not only are aliens real, but there's this other debate that I'm not really engaged on, and I'd love to have you explain it, that these are not, that if you're from another planet, this way I understand it, I could be wrong, if you're from another planet, you're not part of God's plan, you're a demon. Is that...
No. Goodness gracious.
What people are saying, or do I have that screwed up? Because that sounds nuts.
Whoever believe that shit, they're a fucking demon. Like I'm saying, they're a fucking demon. They're fucking stupid. They don't understand. There's a higher. If you're not from this world, you are a angel. You're a angel. You're a what you call it, extraterrestrial. Yeah, let me look up the word extraterrestrial. extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial life refers to organisms or intelligent being originating outside Earth's atmosphere. That doesn't make you a demon. Shit. Makes you much beyond special than on Earth. You know what I'm saying? You beyond shit. Look at this fucking garbage. Look at this stupid shit. But these niggas be knowing what's up. He's a little brown. E.T. No, nigga. They ain't come. They gonna come looking like so-called black men. Yes. Ain't that some scary shit for you heathens? The people you oppressed the fuck out of, from so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Indians, and but mainly the Southern Kingdom, well, you know, so-called black folks. That so-called aliens come, they gonna be looking like so-called black men with mind-boggling power. And anyway, let me get back to the video, man. I'm talking way too much. I gotta look this scripture up, man. I gotta get back to the video. But it's mind-boggling. It's scary. What if they come back to deliver their people, mainly the elect, and come and hey, it'll be just like, I don't know, some movies and TV shows somewhat based off the Bible, like and then the Israelites, like say Invincible with the what you call them, the Viltrumites, and then Dragon Ball with the Saiyans, and was it Superman with the Krypton, with them Krypton motherfuckers, whatever they call them. It's all really connected to the Bible. Anyway, I ain't gonna bother breaking that down. You figure it out.
It's to me.
So here's what people are saying. What they're saying is you sort of pull back and you say, okay, people are experiencing something, right? And I think that's the key here.
Yes.
People are seeing something. This isn't people making it up. There are claims of encounters. There are claims of seeing UFOs. And when I talk about encounters, there are people who claim that they've actually interacted with these aliens. They've been abducted.
Oh, man, a lot of these niggas are lying. They've been doing too much shrooms and shit and doing too many hallucination of drugs. Tomorrow they got abducted and they got probed in the booty hole. That's what and that's another thing Esau loves to do, pervert the truth. He like to turn the angels out. Fucking faggot. Anyway.
And it sounds crazy, but this is something that is very prevalent.
A lot of these niggas was given dreams or visions or something. But they probably eating, I don't know. But a lot of times people have encounters, but you ain't gonna have no encounter, no close encounter with a angel coming near a fucking heathen. Get the fuck out of here. Now the only time you're gonna come across an angel, the angel gonna be in disguise. And they gonna use the angel gonna be around some of his men, the prophets, or either believers. I don't know if I encountered an angel before. Shoot, I think I was at Walmart and I had to do something with some batteries, return batteries, and it took so long for these folks to get the thing right. It was like 40 minutes, but I was patient. And this one guy that looked like an Edomite, I don't know if it was an actual angel, but hell, you know, angels can take form. They ain't got necessarily look like so-called black folks or Latinos and all that. I don't think so. But the guy here was like, I didn't even know he was there for. I noticed he was there for about a minute or two, and out of nowhere, once they got done with the paperwork. They gave me my receipt, and I was about to leave out. He said, "Man, you got patience like Job." I was like, I didn't really think a whole lot about it, because this was a while ago. This was like when I was just in the truth, brand new. And he was like, "You got patience like Job." And he was like, "You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And then I walked to my car, and then I looked back at the doors that I just came out of, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know what he's saying." And I left. Anyway.
That causes us to say, okay, are they all crazy or did they see something? I think that the conclusion, even among a lot of scientists now, is that, hey, people are seeing something, but where the debate is
it's all spiritual.
What are they actually seeing? Are they seeing beings from another planet?
Mm-hmm. Or are they seeing something spiritual? Yes.
Oh, yeah, because they really don't want to get into that.
Right. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. To say that...
Because you know these folks, especially... No, he wasn't the guy. It was, who was it? The other guy, what's his name? Tom, what's it? Damn, what's that nigga name? He confronted or came across the prophets, came across Apostle Tahar and the other elders, apostles. I can't remember what his name was. Tucker Carlson. Yeah, pretending like he's not a news reporter or whatever. Tucker Carlson. Yeah, they watch the videos. They watch the videos. But they play dumb when they damn lights cameras on TV or on their podcast show. But they know what's going on, and it makes so much sense to them. And I bet they scared.
You know, that
they scared.
That we're alone in the planet, and if anything else comes off of any other planet is not part of God's plan or it's evil, does not make sense. So if people are saying that, I would disagree with. But if you're talking about people seeing and interacting right now with aliens, that the possibility is that is a dark spiritual force, I absolutely believe that could be true.
Well, and that's so interesting.
A lot of that dark spiritual force is ruling the world right now, and they're in possession, and then they plus the people that's in possession are following, you know, Satan. Shit. And then mainly Esau. Because Esau, the so-called white man, white people are seed of Satan.
Go ahead.
I mean, that's Satan's children. Shit.
Well, that's what's so interesting about this, because when you read Ephesians 6 in the Bible, when you look at these different verses, it doesn't just say there's Satan and demons. It talks about principalities and powers, and there's some mystery here in what is going on. But one of the theories, one of the key theories among a lot of
theories, and this man going to talk about theories about he's saying that theories are in the Bible. But then what the fuck, the Big Bang? Get the fuck out of here.
Christians is that people are seeing things in the skies. They're interacting with
and
these
there ain't no theory.
Things. They believe there's sort of a deception theory here, right? And we cover this.
See, we go again with all them theories.
In Investigating the Supernatural, Angels and Demons. You can see that over at cbn.com/supernatural. But, you know, we cover it because the idea is that there's a deception and that the demons want you to believe they're aliens, but they're actually demonic, and they're presenting them.
You the damn demon, you four-eyed fucking geek monster. Billy Hollowell. This nigga don't know shit.
And I know this sounds crazy, but they're
nah, nigga, you crazy. Shit. You fucking demon.
Presenting themselves as aliens. Now, when you do look at Scripture, you see that angels, and we can get into the whole debate about what are...
They're the fucking same, dumbass. Angels and demons are the same. They just got different jobs. One does righteous jobs, and they're all angels. Goodness gracious. They're all angels. They're just getting given a different name to separate who is who, from a righteous angel to a wicked angel. The wicked angel be a demon.
Are demons even, because that's sort of part of this. Angels do show up in different forms, even as people throughout Scripture. So this idea that...
And they walk amongst us.
If these are demons, they could manifest as aliens or something else.
What the fuck is an alien? Oh, E.T. Somebody that look like that? Yeah, they can form a little... Well, why would the fuck they do that?
It's an interesting prospect, and we can talk even about some of the evidence that people will raise to make this claim.
Well, you can holler at a Hebrew Israelite, one of the prophets of GMS. Shit. Yeah, give you a breakdown of it, but hell, they's gonna go over their fucking head, or either they will be like, okay, I understand it now. But these people been listening. These people know what's going on to some degree.
American dentists are shocked with this new $49 ultrasonic device. And the problem...
But demons cannot... excuse me for... I mean, this is such a novice question, I'm sure, for you. But I thought demons could possess bodies, but do not have bodies, right?
They can, but... Anyway.
Is that wrong?
No, you are correct, and this is where this debate gets very, very interesting, because there are all different theories on this, right? Not everybody, and that's why I brought up what are demons. You kind of have to work backwards on this with the alien question, because there is a debate even among Christians when it comes to what are demons. Now, the common belief is that demons are fallen angels, right?
Wrong.
Now, if that's true, angels can manifest in physical...
The fallen angels are Israelites who fell from grace. Those are falling angels, Hebrew Israelites that fell from grace.
Physical form, right? They have bodies in Scripture. We see this numerous times where they appear as people, where the Bible even tells us, you may entertain angels unaware. You think they're people, they're not.
Like I was speaking of, angels will come in that look like the form of actual human beings, fleshly humans, and you'll be out prophesying. You might come across one. You might entertain it. You got to be careful how you talk to them. You don't know who is who, anybody. You don't know who is who. Mainly, they gonna come in the form of a man. Most of the time, you see angels. Man, hold on. There's a video. Let me see this. It was happened. Let me pause the video real quick. Be right back, Lord willing. Alright, I'm back. It didn't take long. I found it. I had to type in 3 keywords. Angel, Camp, GMS. I don't know which one I'm going to play. I'll play this one. And this was a year ago. And it's just a good example. Some have entertained angels unawares. And this is in California, Los Angeles, GMS camp.
Hey, shalom.
Let me skip. Let me go ahead and skip. Let me skip. But if you want to watch this, I mean, it's a year ago, but there go the title of the video. There go the channel. I didn't know the video I'm doing. I didn't know it was going to be this long. Where I'm at, 40 minutes or 35 minutes. Okay. I didn't know this video was going to be this long, but fine. It's cool with me. I mean, I just want to get to the part where he gets to the angel. And there he pops up. There you go.
Okay.
And look, he got like a little head wrap turban thing and some kind of, I don't know, the garment, the clothes he's wearing is kind of, it's not like what regular people will normally wear. It's something that regular people don't normally wear.
Rolled up and he just stood there.
And he got the beard, full beard, gray beard.
And I'm gonna zoom in. And you really can't make.
I don't know if it's gray, but it's like a pepper. But he just hiding through the bushes. And he just watching.
Face out. Okay. As you can see, he's a dark-skinned man, and he has on a mitri. Okay. He has on a mitri. He's a husky. Okay. And he goes from that side of the screen or the middle. All right. And then he's gonna go over to the right of the screen. See, I was trying to zoom in to see if I can get a clear look at his face. And you really can't until kind of the end, which still I couldn't get a
this will be your angels.
Clear image of his face.
That the world in it called aliens or demons. Shit. And the demons are damn angels too. They just got another job to do, or a different job than the righteous angels. They're wicked angels. The demons are wicked angels.
Which is fine, you know. The point being is, the angel of the Lord encampeth around them that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Now, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay, you know what? Let me I'm gonna forward it a little bit because he's gonna go. Yep. See, now he's over here behind that bush, almost kind of like blending in with the bush. And I'm gonna zoom in right there. Okay. And like I said, he was there for about 15 minutes.
Now, who will be want to stay there so long? It's got to be an angel.
Okay. And then there was a point where this younger Jake came up that said, where should he start reading the Bible? Okay. And we gave him the information. Okay, I'm going to just forward it to the point to where he's, as you can see, he stood there. And it was windy. All right, it was windy. And he was standing there like on guard. All right. You know, he's like on guard, watching over us. Okay, you can kind of see the white beard there, but you really can't make out his face. All right. Which I'm sure he did that on purpose, or that was, you know, purposely done. Because I'm zooming in, all right? You can see us clearly, all right? I'm gonna forward a little bit. He's still there. He's standing there like on guard, man. And that's, you know, scriptural. The angel of the Lord.
Oh man, what the? It is 11:44 o'clock. I was like, something was telling me, look onto my right side of my other monitor screen. And I'm looking at the time, it was 11:44. All praise Yahweh Shema Shah, the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. The Lord gonna make you look at things, gonna see things, or hear things that's spiritual. You can't make this up. I'm just listening what bruh saying, and all of a sudden my head just drift over to the right side of the other monitor, and the time was 11:44. But you can't make this up. All the water Yahweh Shema Shah, praises Yahweh Shema Shah. You can't make this up.
Encampeth.
That's why, man, the prophets keep constantly telling you worldwide to seek the Lord, no matter where you at, because we scattered all over the world. Seek the Lord, man, by seeking His prophets and pray and try to repent. Do the best you can do, because this is real.
We're gonna read that, man. Okay, as you see, he hasn't moved. He's still there. Okay. And we're gonna forward it a little bit to the end, to where he gives it, not us. Well, it is to us, because at the time we didn't notice, but now we notice. Right? And as you can see, as the bushes are blowing, you can kind of see his white beard a little bit. Okay? Fast forward a little bit more. Because when he comes back to the middle, then you'll be able to see his beard. You could clearly see he's wearing a mitri. Alright? Negroes don't wear mitris, all right? Derelicts don't wear mitris, okay? There he is there. And you can see he has a white beard, okay? And at this moment he came, it was this Edomite-looking individual that started to
You can't make this up.
Speak. And as you see, he has a mitri. Alright, you can see the white beard.
And I mean, this ain't the only video footage. I mean, there's have to be many other accounts that brothers have. Oh yeah, the one with the I think it was a football game. Let me see. Let me pause the video and see if I can look that up. You see the thumbnail right there. You can enlarge that thumbnail. That's famous right there. The dark Jake, dark skinned brown Jake with the white woolly hair. I mean, that shit just really white. And he had the football game. He looking straight at the camera, like he just kept looking at the camera, just looking.
And you can see the austereness. Without even seeing his face clearly, you can see the austereness. All right. Now, before he leaves, all right, he's gonna give like a salute gesture. All right, because at the moment he leaves, the brother says, "You have to be sent by the Heavenly Father." All right. And I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit. All right. And you can see he's on guard. It's like he's on guard. And that's a mitri. That's not a baseball cap. And look at the beard. Clearly that's a white beard. Okay? Let me back it up just a little bit. You can clearly see he has a white beard. All right? You can clearly see it. You know, low-key giving me chills, man. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, shh. You know? And the brother Amawan, the brother that wears the glasses, tall brother, he had tapped the brother Danyala and said, "You see that dude?" And when they looked back, he was gone. All right. Clearly could see that's a Jake, it's an Israelite with a Mitri on. All right. Look at that. Look at his face, man. All right. Look at that. You can clearly see that's a beard, a Mitri, super dark skin. All right. And he's getting ready to salute out, you know. Let me forward it just a little bit more. And where he's standing, you know, it's like an elevated parking lot right there, right in front of CVS Pharmacy. All right, we literally we park up there and we walk down the little walkway to the main highway there. All right. Okay. Some have entertained angels unaware, man. All right. The scriptures is 100% real and true. Okay. And I truly believe that this was an angel of the Lord. Okay. You can believe what you want to believe out there. Right. A brother on the comment board of the live stream pointed it out. All right. Okay, he's getting ready to salute out. He's going to send that gesture. Okay. Now I'm going to let it, I'm going to play it and let this last little bit play. All right? Because I believe the brother said you have to be sent by the Heavenly Father. And that's when he gives the salute and departs. All right, and then I'll grab a couple of scriptures.
The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Yeah, you ain't got no special place where it's this little place on earth. It's the kingdom, and everything is ran in righteousness. And you know what I'm saying? You still going to hell. You still got to wake up and go to work. You still got ailments. You know what I'm saying? Your wife still talking that bull to you. All of it. That's what it is. Like, nigga, you ain't sent. That's it, bro. You got to be sent by Yahweh body. You know, shot. We ain't talking about God.
You saw it. And it's like he looked directly at the camera and got on. Didn't see him after camp. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start right there. But they're your angels right there, and the demons can look like him. Hey, but they're angels and demons, and that's your angel right there. Back to these dumbass motherfuckers. They don't know shit.
The other theory is that demons are.
Here we go about the theories.
Actually the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim.
Oh, time to go. Time to get the fuck on. Next video. Once again, the Nephilims are just Israelites that consider to be giants. They're great. I mean, they were different stature, but they weren't like no 30-foot men and shit, 20-foot men. None of that bullshit. He looked familiar. I think he was on Ancient Aliens. On that TV show, that dumb, and then now he's dead. Yeah, I think he was featured on Ancient Aliens. Let me see. I think he was on Ancient Aliens. Yeah, he was on Ancient Aliens show. Yeah, he was on Ancient Aliens, but his ass is dead. Anyway.
This is Dabu 7, and at this current moment in time, we have a bunch of questions swirling around David Wilcock. I will pin anything I find later in the comment section to add to this. But what we know thus far is not a lot of confirmation. And it's kind of weird that someone would die you would have colleagues and people in prominent positions out there speaking on this, tweeting on this, like Rep. Anna Paulina Luna had tweeted out and posted they had just learned of the tragic passing of David Wilcock. Her and many others taking to social media saying he has passed. And when you look at his last post himself, it says how he slept miraculously well, and he was speaking on the image, the AI image of Trump that was put out. And he also put out a final video stream, which you can see on the left. That's a screenshot there on the left from that stream, where he seemed to be in decent spirits, although we all know he was battling some things in life, as everyone does, but he just went through a divorce recently. He didn't seem suicidal in any way. He actually has a post from a couple years ago, from December 11th, that says that he would never be suicidal. He's not suicidal, that he appreciates every day in life. And he even says that in this last clip about himself. I'm going to play this real quick.
I'm excited to be here. Every day that I have on Earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that. Because, frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary. I got to say, it's a little bit scary. But you guys knew that I might still show up, even though it was last minute and I've had a really rough week. That's kind of like every week. But somehow we keep on making it through all of this.
And those are his words there. Thankful for every day. And you could hear him sniffling. Not sure if he was crying before the stream or what, dealing with stuff. A lot of questions surrounding him. So, how come there's no confirmation if he's dead? How come Wikipedia doesn't list anything on a death? How come no major outlet out there, CBS, NBC, CNN, anything like that, there's not an article, a word, anything on it? Some people say, did he fake his death? And of course, conspiracies fly. If he's alive, why hasn't he cleared this up? Why hasn't he simply posted again? Because he has to see this. It's out there everywhere. And again, why has the mainstream not officially came out and said a single word about it? Well, let's back it up a bit. What's caused all this? Well, the mystery surrounding all this.
Well, anyway, this video here, I don't know if anybody came across or hearing this audio about the story about the man they found in Africa. They were healing people, and the story that he was healing people, and the elite found out about it. They tried to kill him. They shot him in the head, and his head, like pretty much part of his head, skull and shit, regenerated, and he was healed back. And then the story where they grabbed him up, they killed him, they chopped him up in little bitty pieces, and put parts of his body in a radioactive, some kind of box that had radioactive material in, and they spread it out. I saw a whole bunch of goofy shit that Esau would do. But anyway, and it came back again after they tried to kill him that way, like an overkill. Anyway, I'm gonna get to this last one with a GMS Vegas 144 reload.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, all praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachat Wadash. Give honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the tabernacle of David, the 04 elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Now, what's the cover up? Why all of a sudden, Esau has his wise men, his scientists, his magi's, basically his left hand sources. All of a sudden, they're either being unalived or disappeared. And they said in the last decade, there's been at least 11 scientists that have gone missing, that have vanished. Usually when things like this happen, there's always going to be speculation being raised, as to, why, what would be the motive, and of course, what exactly is this corrupt government? What are they trying to hide? What are these? Where were these people? These high classified people? What exactly were they sitting upon? That would be very damning if they were to somehow, leak out these secrets. Now, just to mind you, Now, the Lord already said there shall not be nothing secret that shall not come abroad. Matter of fact, let me just go to it. Let me just go to it. We go to Luke 8:17, and this is what the Lord say. And it says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." And we know that Esau, he prides himself on, knowledge. So he even tells you that in Daniel, not Daniel, Ezekiel the 28th chapter, which it uses the king of Tyrus, all right, which he was known for his trafficking, his commerce, his wealth and his wisdom. Well, Esau, he's the modern day prince of Tyrus, and he has this whole hue of scientists. He has his magi, his priest on the left hand side, his witches, his warlocks, all right, time travelers, etc. He has all that on the left hand side, the modern day Chaldeans. And it tells you in that chapter, around the 2nd or 3rd verse, that thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. Because he does his diligent search, he accomplishes a diligent search. And what this man is trying to do with his God complex is he wants to be positioned and centered around, or he's trying to basically be the object or centered around a worship, like it tells you in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right, how he places himself. Let me just go to it. And which this ultimately means that he wants man on earth to fear him as if he's the Most High himself. He wants the praise, he wants the admiration, and he wants the fear that the Lord has. And that's why he's trying to mimic the Lord's abilities through this technology. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." And that's who he's trying to emulate. That's who he envies. All right. But the Lord, he has a way of showing them, just like he did with Pharaoh, that they're just men. They're a mere creation of the Heavenly Father, and he's going to be reminded of that very soon. All right. But every now and then the Lord toys with this devil by showing him phenomenon that he cannot explain. But he uses these scientists to try to figure these things out. And there's secrets about things that the Lord do.
And these niggas want to call it theories and shit, but they know damn well it's facts.
That is only shared with a select few. They're known as the prophets. All right, Amos 3:7. "Surely the Lord would do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets." The prophets, there would be a spirit upon them, and they would be able to, break down visions and dreams, and interpret dreams. They would be able to tell you the future, and it's already declared from the prophets, because the Lord, he spoke through the mouth of the prophets. He declared the end from the beginning. So these devils are in shambles, and they're actually in fear. They're terrified of what some of the things that their scientists are discovering, and they do not want the world to find these things out. And that's why I believe that these scientists are being unalived or disappearing. I don't think it have anything to do with intellectual property being potentially stolen by foreign nations, foreign countries, and so on and so forth. Because they are in a technological arms race. That is true. But I don't think it have anything to do with that. All right. So now, what I want to focus on in this video is one of the men that actually just recently died is David Wilcock, and I'm sure a lot of you brothers, you're familiar with this individual. All right. He's known for that book that he actually put out years ago. I think it's called The Ascension Mysteries, the cosmic battle between good and evil. And in that book, it had all type of secret documented information of the government having encounters with extraterrestrial phenomenon, technology that the government has been sitting on for ages, that they would every once in a while they would advertised through predictive programming through film. It covers, government agency, mind programming, programs and stuff like that. He was airing it all out in that particular book. All right. So this same man, he knew a lot, and he had a lot of interviews, and he spilled a lot of stuff in these books. He just so happened to be one of the guys among those scientists that's all of a sudden found unalive. All right. So this is from a post on X, a tweet. It said David Wilcock on UFOs, aliens, and religion, the real deep state cover-up. It says the deep state is very, very adamantly fighting to prevent you from learning about extraterrestrials. All right, and that's talking about the angels or people with extraterrestrial abilities or supernatural divine abilities. They do not want you to know about these things, man. Esau wants all the credit. He wants to be able to do miraculous thing through the left hand, power. Okay. It says that's the last thing they want you to know about. They want you to be afraid. They want you to see them as gods. The Bible, Quran, the hell with the Quran. Buddhist scriptures, the hell with all that. Now, the scriptures tell us to seek out of the book of the Lord and read, which is the Bible. And Hebrew texts are filled with ET contact. Real historical accounts, not myths. I'm thinking that this is transcripted from the video that you see right here, and this is David Wilcock right here, going into it. There's been a lot of alarms being sounded about, extraterrestrial activity, UFO activity, aerial phenom, the things that they've encountered over the years. There's been a lot of whistleblowing, and we've been privy to these things. We've been knowing about these things because they're biblical. But it falls on deaf ears because we're just, crazed men in these garments. All right. And, we're part of a cult. We don't know what we're talking about. We're crazy. But the Lord reveals his secrets unto the meek. So anyway, let me play this clip real quick. I'm hoping I can play it. Now it's not allowing me to. So let me refresh it then, see if it'll actually play. All right, so it's not playing all of a sudden. So I'll just finish reading this. It says, we've learned the lessons of love, Jesus, which we know his true name, Yahushai, taught us so catastrophic earth changes are counseled. A positive timeline has been authorized. The most jealously guarded secrets by the DS are the forbidden technologies. And they've been telling you that the technology coming from the angels, from the chariots, it far surpasses the technology on earth. All right, they're out of this world. Okay. So, Esau, he envies that, but he's also terrified of it.
But all them dumbass Hollywood movies, they always showing you that the angels are getting their ass whooped by men on earth with shooting missiles and shit. Independent all that. The motherfucker gave the so-called aliens a motherfucking virus in their mothership or their fathership. A virus, and now their shields went down. Oh, they get the fuck out of here. They wish. They always, anytime an Edomite want to see something victorious, hold on. Anytime an Edomite want to see something that's going to happen, see something that's victorious, like they winning and such, it's only through a movie, only through a Hollywood movie. From Rocky, beating up Mr. T, and Apollo Creed. I forgot the new name. The dude died like not too long ago, played Apollo Creed. But yeah, beating up Jake and shit. Always in the movies. Beating up aliens, really be the angels. Only in the movies. Esau being the hero. Only in the movies. But he's really the villain. Always in the real life. He's a villain in real life and in the movies. Shit. Anyway, but this nigga, that's the only way he want to feel like he's victorious. Is only through the fucking movies.
At the same time. All right. So I'll read this last part and then let me pull up the other one. It says, what do you think? Is ET contact hidden in ancient religions? Do you feel we're already shifting to this positive era? Drop your thoughts. All right. And the scriptures say, when you was at Daniel 12, shut up the words of this book, Daniel. It's Daniel 12 and verse 3. It says, "And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever." All right, and the light is shining within the body, which Yahweh Shai, this is his body. All right, and through his body he's shining that light, and that light represents wisdom. All right, truth, so that you don't be ignorant and in the dark, man. So it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book." Because this is dealing with the law and the testimony. Or the prophets represents the testimony, and the Lord, He revealed His secrets to His prophets. So once they received those secrets, they were to seal it in the form of a book. And a lot of people that would try to interpret it, they would not understand. It tells you that in Isaiah, the 29th chapter. For read this, and they would try to. The Lord said He would give them eyes, but they would not be able to see. They would be given ears to hear, but they would not hear. And they would not be able to perceive it. They would say that when they try to get a leader or a prophet to interpret it, they would say it is sealed. I can't perceive it. It's sealed. But it's actually the Lord opened up those seals when you read Revelation 5. So we've been had access to this understanding by way of what? The Holy Spirit. Okay? It says, even to the time of the end, and we're in the time of the end right now, and that's why this knowledge is spreading through the body. All the elect, wherever they may be scattered at, they're going to know, because the Spirit is going to reveal it to them. All right? It says, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So we're definitely in that time, man. So we look up and we see the chariots in the sky. We know what they are. These people, they look at it and they're amazed. They're dismayed. They're confused. They don't know what the hell is going on. And it's meant to be that way. All right. But we do know that the government, they know exactly what it is. All right. So let's go from there. Let me see if this is able to play. Yeah, that's strange. All of a sudden, these videos won't play. All of a sudden. And that's spiritual. We got 144.6K views.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not gonna play here either. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the link to these posts on X and I'm gonna put it in the description. So those of you that are watching, just hit these links in the description so you can actually listen to them. All right, but
I played this video last night and I never had a chance to look it up, see what it say. Let's play it.
Very, very adamantly fighting to prevent you from learning about extraterrestrials. That's the last thing they want you to know about. They want you to be afraid. They want you to see them as gods, to see them as authority figures. The last thing they want is for you to understand there's a higher power that answers Christianity, answers Islam, answers Buddhism, answers Hinduism. It pays off all of these ancient teachings that we've inherited that often become religions. And we find out that these are not mythological texts. These are actual, documented, factual, historical accounts. The Bible has ET contact. The Quran has ET contact. Buddhist scriptures have multiple examples of ET contact. So does the Hebrew scriptures. I mean, it's everywhere. So we're going to have a big awakening. And as I've said before, I have been used by these higher beings telepathically to convey a message, which is the earth changes that we were afraid were going to happen, pole shift, solar flash, tsunami, all that stuff. That's not going to be happening. We're actually going to be spared these disasters because we've learned the lesson.
Hold on. I can't hear it loud enough, but hold on. Go back. Go back. Go back.
These are actual, documented, factual, historical accounts. The Bible has ET contact. Quran has ET contact. Buddhist scriptures have multiple examples of ET.
I don't give a fuck about all those other books. Now, what's the Indian artifact? The Indian drones, they show like them in chariots shooting arrows at one another. They're in actual chariots, like horse chariots flying in the sky, shooting arrows at one another. Oh, matter of fact, let me look that up. Hindu artwork of beings shooting arrows in chariots in the skies. Not in the skies, but in the sky. Yeah, they got shit like this. Yeah, but anyway, where is it at? This one? No, not that one. Nah, not that one. I seen something that was different. Like, you had something like this. No, it was different. I can't remember when it's. No, it's not them. I remember one they was showing. It was on that TV show called Ancient Aliens. They were showing them. They was in chariots in the sky, flying, shooting arrows at one another. But they weren't. The angels ain't shooting arrows at one another. No, they ain't. What the fuck? They going to war with one another? That's stupid. Oh, that's the falling angels. No, nigga.
Contact. So does the Hebrew scriptures. I mean, it's everywhere. So we're going to have a big awakening.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of destruction too.
As I've said before.
Oh, the big awakening is happening right now. What the Lord's elect is being woken and being sealed. Well, it's already sealed. I don't know, but it's happening.
I have been used by these higher beings.
Yeah, and the Lord does use heathens. He pour out His Spirit. Yeah, He pours His Spirit out on people and give them dreams, visions, or even controls these people to do the will of Yahweh Shema Shai until the Lord is done with your ass. And just like Him, the Lord is done with his ass and killed him.
Telepathically, to convey a message, which is the earth changes that we were afraid were going to happen, pole shift, solar flash, tsunami, all that stuff, that's not going to be happening.
That's why I had to start over. Like, wait a minute, nigga. Yeah, it is going to happen. There'll be earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, what is that? Destruction. And ain't just earthquakes in diverse places, but flames of fuel. I mean, it's going to be a whole bunch of disasters. Matter of fact, let me get to it. The Lord is bringing it. And He's showing He's visiting this place, which He made. The whole world. Shoot, yeah. Behold, temples of earth. Yeah, here we go. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. What's happening right now? There's fire going on in Georgia, South Georgia, and northern Florida. Yeah, there's drought going on, shit burning up. Hell, I was thinking about burning some shit in my backyard. But I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? No. And at that time I was going to, the wind was pretty strong. I'm like, no, let me wait till it starts to rain or do something. Hydrate the plants and such and the trees some more. No, I don't want to set shit on fire. It's what he says, a burn ban. I want to do a video about that too, Lord willing. But hey, man, the Lord's visiting this place. This nigga, man, get the fuck out of here. This nigga dead. So what he talking about is bullshit. It's somewhat okay. I can agree with, but I can disagree that he said that the Lord is not going to bring destruction to this earth. Shit, yeah, hell he is.
We're actually going to be spared these disasters because...
No, you're not going to be spared for the disasters. No, and you damn sure ain't going to be spared. He wasn't spared for that judgment.
Learn the lessons that Jesus meant to teach.
Oh my goodness, Jesus.
To be loving towards other people.
No, that's not going to happen. And Jesus is not all about... No. Who you in there called Jeebus, but his name is Yahweh Shai, is not about love. Not all about love. And he's not like just like the Heavenly Father. He's not all about love. He also hates too. And he kills. Matter of fact, let's get to that. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, do all these things. That don't sound like an all-loving God. No, he creates evil. He creates evil and darkness. So shut the fuck up with all that love shit.
Of us have learned these lessons of love. Joy Berman just donated. Thank you very much. We've learned these lessons of love so that we don't have to go through this catastrophe. We've authorized a positive timeline. And so it's very important to understand that the most jealously guarded secrets by the DS are the forbidden technologies. This is the most dangerous thing.
And now this nigga say forbidden technologies. What he gonna say, that man has alien technology? Well, it's coming from a higher plane, but you don't have the same technology as the angels, the heavenly hosts. No, you're like infinity years away from that shit. They behind. I meant to say, they infinity. These motherfuckers' technology on Earth is like, not even say thousands. That's like, it's like no match against the Lord's technology.
Thing to talk about. They will threaten you the most. They will attack you the most. They will take intelligence assets and put them on you. Those intelligence assets are told that you're full of crap, told that you're a con artist, told that you're lying. The assets don't even know that you're telling the truth. And their job is just to try to attack you and ruin your life. And they're very tenacious. I'm going to show you some examples of this today.
Yeah, well, that's Esau for you.
This researcher here, this is David Wilcock. Right, and she's gonna explain, what he's, been about, what he's been presenting, as far as the information. He's a discloser of, confidential information that the government really don't want out there like that. Okay. And a lot of it confirms what we've been out there teaching, starting with our elder apostles on down. All right, about the secret things that are highest. The angels, the heavens, the chariots, the controlling of the elements. Because Esau is into anti-gravity propulsion, and aerial phenom, and he wants to manipulate the elements because he's trying to be like the Most High.
I'm gonna skip something. Get straight. I think he's gonna play this video because like I was telling you earlier about, was Jeebus black? He wasn't black. He was brown, dark brown. He didn't look like he got daggone using Soul Glow and some shit like he. But anyway, there's a story about what he encountered and some other people encountered.
Real quick.
Probably one of the most shocking things I ever heard. It came from my insider, Jacob, I call him that in the book, who actually was working for the Rothschilds and still does, and also is a whistleblower who doesn't really do what they want but continues to work for them because he feels like there's some very serious extraterrestrial threats to Earth and that what they're doing is very necessary to protect us.
Yep. And the government always, whether it be, several presidents, most knowingly, the Ronald Reagan speech, when he was talking about there being, extraterrestrial, beings out there, and basically the world's gonna have to come together to fight a common enemy. That was what they was referring to, man, the angels. This devil, he dreads, he fears the Lord returning with the angels, man. And the Bible is very descriptive. Ezekiel, he saw the angel. He saw the wheel within the wheel, the chariot, the cloud, and he saw these beings, these four creatures, which were angels, and he described them as having a likeness of men, and these men had dark hue to them, just like the Lord was described as his feet looked like it looked like polished brass, as if it would burn in a furnace. Ezekiel described the angel of having the same appearance. As far as their complexion, they look like dark-skinned black men. All right. You go to Ezekiel, the first chapter, it's all there. So they're seeing that there's truth and validity to what the Bible describes as having encounters with these beings. And we know that us you know, it actually comforts our spirit, because the angels are also known as servants of the Most High. They're our brothers. They're really ministering spirits. All right. So they're going to play a role in the protection of the Lord's elect. Okay. So let's get it. Let's listen to it.
So the story goes that in the 1960s there was a black man in Africa who came in with abilities complementary to those of Jesus, and he was performing miracles. He was starting to get people to listen to what he had to say, and
he does not want to have to come across any being that has more power than him. All right, that in his eyes, that's viewed as a threat. We don't need anybody that can defy anything that we can cause to happen on this earth, because they want to be the object of worship and fear. All right. So if let's say, for instance, your brothers start healing people. They start performing miracles like the disciples were, under the Holy Spirit. They were getting in trouble, with the chief priest, the high priest, the wicked scribes and Pharisees that didn't want to believe. They were saying that the Lord, when he was performing miracles, he was casting out devils in the name of Baal-zebub, basically insulting the Holy Spirit. So they would be threatened because Esau, he thrives off of witchcraft, deceit. He wants to charm people. He wants everybody to fall for his antics. His lying wonders and so on and so forth. That's what gives him the mystique in this world. So these scientists are figuring out, like, yo, hey, and they don't want that, put out there like that. But anyway, let's keep going.
And the cabal tried to kill him, and they could shoot him in the head, and his skull would just regenerate, and the flesh would grow back, and he was fine. And so the crazy story that I heard, and remember, I was told at the time that if I disclosed this, that I would be killed. And I
look at him now.
Ended up putting it in the book anyway. The story was that this guy,
and that's interesting. He said that right here in this audio, and just a couple of days ago, he's unalived. So that eventually did ended up killing him. Because these type of secrets wasn't supposed to be let out there. But it's too late. We in the end, and your world is crumbling. All right, we at the end of Esau's world, so that's why all this is coming out.
They finally said, okay, we're going to bring you to the United Nations and share your message with the world. Let's get you on this flight. They bring him on this flight, and instead of bringing him to the United Nations, they shot him repeatedly, and then actually had some kind of meat grinder device, and basically like a bandsaw, I guess, and sawed up his body into a whole bunch of pieces, put him in these very like radioactive shielded containers, and then had all these fighter jets dock with the plane and fly his body parts to all corners of the world, where then these containers turned them into ash. And they thought that maybe this would defeat him, like that his body somehow, the tissue was necessary. So if they destroyed all the tissue in all these places across the world, maybe they could defeat him. Well, he then regenerated in their offices and was fully fine, fully intact. But the sad part is that he said, you guys so badly do not want me to be here that I am not going to be able to do any more. You're going to get what you want, but bear in mind that in the future, many others like me will be coming, and when they do, you will not be able to stop us.
Wow.
Woo! And that's it. I'm going to pause at the end of the video, man, but Yeah, it's gonna happen. If you don't believe it, I don't care. Anyway, for you believers, and if you want to believe in, hey, continue seeking the Lord by seeking His prophets and take heed what they say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah. By praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worship Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing the truth and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preach, keep on teach, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order with Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and bless to the hopeful elect and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.